Thank you to all these wonderful sponsors for this video you are about to watch. Wessels, Dan and Jill Burke. Willenberg's Reconditioning, Kyle Willenberg. Corteva Agriscience. Mers Heating and Air, Pat and Dustin Gebben. McMahon Meats, Brent McMahon. Trent Jansen of Jansen's Heating and Air. Rep King Eye Care, Brian Rep King. And finally, KJ Country 102.3, Dave Ring and Angela James of Premier Broadcasting.
Hi, this is Brent at McMahon Meats. Just want to wish all the area teams good luck. Stop by McMahon Meats today. We have fresh cuts of beef, pork, chicken, and fish. We also have pork burgers and a wide variety of flavored hamburgers. We also have a wide variety of flavored bratwurst. For that easy meal, we have ready-to-eat pulled pork, pulled chicken, and pulled beef. Here at McMahon Meats, you can order online. Just go to McMahonMeats.com and place your order. And then you can use our convenient drive-up window to pick your order up. McMahon Meats, where quality and convenience meet tradition.
Catcher number 21, Will Bearden. Center field number 2, Aiden Loritzen. Second base number 11, Henry Britt.
it's going to be a good game. Atmosphere, that was probably one of the coolest games I've ever played in. Austin, I had all the faith in him. He went out there, pitched a great game, and came up pretty big with the bat in the last inning. Putting the ball in play, that's what Coach is big about. Put the ball in play, and good things will happen, and that showed there in the 7th inning.
Talk about the motion of Henry Thompson's triple to start the inning off, and then, the bat just kept going. You made Brock Bearday work in that moment.
Yeah, that was clutch. We knew he was kind of getting up in his pitch count, and he's mid-80s, starting that 7th inning. That first hit, that's the biggest hit I've seen that kid have. And it shows all the work he's put in. He's been one of the hardest workers all year.
You got to give a lot of credit to Caleb Daters to limit the damage as well. How do you feel like as a sophomore, Caleb pitched as well?
Caleb came in and did his job. Did his job to a T. We asked a lot out of him coming in after a 3-run home run there in the 6th inning, and he did his job to a T. Came in, struck out a couple batters, and let his defense work, and that's all we needed. And it gave our bats the momentum they needed to score in the 7th inning.
What does it mean to you as a junior? Now you're 1 win away from going to state, but just to win on your home field here and to have the mob of the teammates going out in the outfield, how wild was that?
It means a lot. That's our goal, get the state, but now we get to go enjoy playing Super Sectionals. That was one of the coolest things. At the end of the game there, everyone running out the right field, tackling Boris, even if he did get hurt, I don't know. But it means a lot to everyone. A lot to this town, and it meant a lot coming here and performing to these people here. So,
obviously, had an all-time high after you win that game, and running around, just being so excited. Your team's excited for you, and it's just a great moment to have with your teammates.
It's been a long time coming since you guys won a section. Just kind of talk about getting kind of back on the mountaintop where you belong.
Yeah, T-Town baseball has always been the kind of team they do good in the postseason. The past couple of years, we've been stopping short, and finally this year we get the luck. We make some really good plays, and we get over that hump and make it to Supers.
What's it say about, you did struggle a little bit, but Caleb Daters came in and pitched great.
Yeah, obviously I made good pitches, but there were some pitches I'd like to have back, and then, I felt like I gave my team a chance. Caleb came in there, he gave us a chance. He pitched amazing, and then our team took that chance and ran with it in the last inning to win that game. Yeah, Caleb just was able, it's obviously a new look, and he was able to come in and just locate really well and get him off balance with that slider that he has, so he did a really good job. We didn't want to come out here and let anyone down. We had high expectations, and we just wanted to work as hard as we could and get over this hump and get to Supers and hopefully get to state.
That video of Austin Boris getting the Gatorade bath is courtesy of Owen Harmon. Owen, I appreciate you very much. Thanks for the video, man.
Coach had a little meeting with us and said crowd the plate a little bit and anyway on, so I did my best, and we all trusted each other and had confidence in each other, and I ended up having a good hit right down the line.
What does it mean to you to do this on your home field?
It's pretty cool. It only happens a little bit, and this is probably one of the biggest games of my career, and just feels good to beat St. Anthony and finally get a win off Brock. It's everything. We got to trust each other in everything we do. We had a couple bad throws and miscues, but we came up in the end, and hopefully we do a little better next game and keep on rolling. Caleb's a dog, and he puts his head down, and he did really good that last inning, and we needed him, and we all trusted him and he did great.
A never say die attitude got the Shoes into this sectional championship game. Now it gets into the Super Sectional at Carbondale.
I've been fortunate to be a part of those sectional basketball games we played back in March up in Tomono. The excitement that we had there, and then to turn around and have a sectional championship here. Yeah, I have the exact same way. Wow. I'm fortunate to be a part of those. It's a nod to these young men. They keep me, it's a line, but never say die. Keep grinding out to the very end.
Caleb Daters comes into the ball game with his club trailing at the time and in a big spot where you have to hold it right where it is. And boy, did he come in and pitch effectively.
We did.
There.
That's what we talked about out there. And we had said, hey, they had momentum rolling their way. It's the top of the 7th inning, and Caleb, a sophomore, is coming in a big situation and came up with 3 big outs. to hold us in check at that point. And then just getting that energy moving, getting that momentum moving. Guys hustling balls out, putting pressure on the other team. But I enjoyed the win's great. I'm not want to take anything away from our win. I'm glad we're moving on. I get to spend more time with these young men. That team that we was able to beat today is a very good young team, a very good bunch of young men that is well coached by a great staff over there. We're fortunate to get by.
Well, you mentioned fortunate to get by them, and like you said, always hustling, not taking anything for granted. And maybe one of the most unsung plays of the day was the fact that Davin Mormon went from first to third and got himself at third base, where that next bobble allowed that run.
Yes, that's right. He could have very easily just given up on that play, but he's going hard. He went hard the other day. He scored on a ball at home that barely got off the dirt up there in the pass ball against Breeze Central. David plays hard, and that goes along the line with the rest of them. I mean, Austin could have, if he's not maybe hustling down the line to put pressure on their shortstop on that one, maybe the shortstop has a nice easy move on that. He feels like he's not rushed, but by hustling down the line, maybe he puts a little pressure on guys. So
Jason Craig, the bat before it, did the same exact thing.
That's exactly right. And battled at the plate. He was able to get good barrel on it.
Against good pitching, Loritzen and Fearday, my goodness. And your kids did get the bat on the ball throughout the day, or drew a walk, or whatever they needed to do, especially in that seventh inning. But, it's one of those things where, Henry Thompson starts off that inning with the triple down the line.
That's right. And, we got together and said, hey, we just need guys to get on base. Let's get the top lineup up. Let's get guys on base where we can. And it's one thing to say, but it's just, hey, we were some things lined up for that to happen for us.
Is it fair to say that Austin Voorhees probably didn't have his best stuff today against a really good lineup in St. Anthony, but still battled and got into that seventh inning?
He's been right there. I've seen him do that many times. I've seen him battle past couple years in those tight situations against very good teams. And, at times it looks like he is maybe struggling out there, but it's because you got to be so sharp with some of those pitches against very good hitting teams that it does look like you're struggling. And still, yes, he might have been. He was laboring. He goes, I've given all. I've had it. I've not had it, but he said I've milked out what I can.
Well, and sometimes that's a big move for a kid to say too. Look, you may have a better option than me at this point, and that's an unselfish play.
And we're fortunate. We have that. We have some guys with other arms on the bench that's ready to go. Now the thing what I got to do is figure out which one of the ones I don't want to throw on Monday. So
it's a good problem to have, Coach, and I can tell by the look on your face that this has kind of gotten old. That going to these super sectionals and advancing on.
I must have a different look in it. Deep down inside, it never gets old. To feel, to be able to move on to this point, to be able to go back. Coach Reeder, I've always joked with him. I like Carbondale. I like going down there. We went in 2003. That's how old I am. I've been out here. We went down to Carbondale in a super sectional and played before the field was all turf like it was. Like we played on the old grass whenever it was on there. So we're able to go back and have a super sectional. I wanted to get back ever since they moved it down there in 21. They put it over there, and I went and watched South Central win down there, and Freeburg win a super that year. In 22, I was blessed to watch my son's team win a super sectional down there. I didn't go in 23, but I went down last year and watched the Bulldogs beat Normal down there. I want to get down in here on these kids. I want to get out. Basketball, Coach Reeder allowed me to ride the bus down there the past couple of years to Carbondale, and we get to go back this year for baseball. So very enjoy each one of these moments. I've been a blessed person. I've been so lucky and so blessed to be around a great group of people over here, and to have my family, all my good luck charms that came up here today, and it's nice to have everybody.
Well, Coach, you've been a blessing to C-Town and the program here as well with the coaching that you've put on these kids and the way they've responded over the years. Congratulations on the win here, and we look forward to following you down to Carbondale on Monday night.
Thank you, guys. I got to give it I see Coach Bothwell out there who loves and helps with the field. Coach Taylor they've been great in helping out. all the administration that helped here to run a sectional. There's more than just what we need to have out here in the field. Coach Mr. Zaruzan and Mr. Lawson and Mr. Drace and our staff here to get people working with the gates. And then Andy Prummer, who runs the scoreboard for us. Thankful for him to be able to come over and help us in this situation. So, hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys for supporting. Appreciate it. We'll see you on Monday.
All right, that's Justin Fleener. Thanks again.
Coach Craig has a great program over there. And from my point of view, sitting in that coaching box against that group of seniors that's been over there, I think he has to be very proud of what he has put together over there. I never heard in a long time. I hear a lot of dugouts sometimes be high school dugouts. I've never heard an ill word come from any of those boys. I know them right here, and I know them competing out on the field there. But got a lot of respect for the program, and know the young man that we've had to compete against out there. Luck was on our side today. We made some things happen. We made, put the ball in play. We were able to make some right pitches. We were making plays defensively. And baseball happens. I've been on the other shoe of that. It just didn't work out for us. We did a lot of things right, but it didn't work out.
Well, Brock with a 3-run lead is almost unstoppable.
Yeah.
He uncharacteristic. He was working fine.
Yeah, kind of got a little sped up.
It wasn't really the triple. I thought it was the next two batters.
Yeah, it very well could be. And it's at the end of the day, he's an 18-year-old who's a really, really good pitcher, and man, how proud I am of him. And when you got a guy that with the kind of accolades that he's got, he's deserving of every one of them that he's ever got, and the work ethic that I'm just so proud of him. Like that inning can't define what he's done for this program. The legacy he left, both baseball and basketball, like it's just his leadership from his skill set is just unmatched, and but how hard he works to make that skill is what he's going to be remembered for.
Do you feel like he's the best player you've ever coached?
I mean, my goodness, Tyler, that's a tough question. He's up there. Obviously, he was 2A Player of the Year last year, so I'd say I have to say yeah. But again, I'm just extremely grateful that I was able to be part of his journey, just as I was with all my other former players. Like that's what I told him at the end of the game. There, it's like they know how much I love them, and whenever I told them the news about my job position. They could have quit. They could have quit. I told them, I said, I'm not going to quit on you. You guys are my guys, and I'm just extremely, proud of how they were able to be resilient in that, because that's not easy. It wasn't easy for me. I don't know what the future holds for me. But I'm happy that I was able to go on a ride with these guys one last time.
The last two plays there, ground balls. 90% of the time those are outs.
Sure. Yeah.
It's just.
Our fielding percentage is 95% on the year. We don't make a lot of errors.
It's just baseball.
Just baseball. Yeah. There's nothing else you can really say about it, Alex.
And actually, you left some runs on the base today. You had a lot of base runners.
We left a lot of guys.
Some 2-out hits.
I thought offensively, minus the executions on some bunts and things like that. We had a lot of high traffic on the bases today. We weren't able to come through with some backbreakers. I like to call them the 2-outs, but we thought we were doing enough. We thought we did enough. Especially when Aiden was able to hit that 2-run bomb. It's just unfortunate. That's how baseball works. Last inning, kind of gets you sped up.
If you had to sum up this season in like one sentence, one word, what would you call this?
Our motto this year was stay hungry. So I'd say that. I thought, again, from the basketball season to, where they basically put their gym, their sneakers away and got their gloves literally 4 days later. And we were playing basketball or playing baseball. And, that's tough to do for a high school athlete. So we had some guys that were banged up from the basketball season. Both Sam and Will, who were obviously big time in our lineup and in our defense, and just that stay hungry mindset of just being able to move on from one day to the next and just get a little bit better each day. And we gave ourselves a shot to put ourselves again get us one game closer to that ultimate trip to state. I'd say stay hungry, and these guys they're just a fun group to be around. I mean, I was able to bring my kids to practice almost every day. And, it's a family. I would say that would probably be it's a family atmosphere.
You guys on the other side of the field, it's one of the reasons you guys have such great programs.
I think so. I want them to see how I am as a father. And I think that goes a little bit. They know how much my wife means to me. They know that's my